They fired me cold, then begged my return. My own kin betrayed me. I'm Sarah, a Dallas coder, and my stand crushed their greed. 8 years I built SecureTech's fortress, only for my brother-in-law and sister to cut me loose for corporate shortcuts. This Reddit Stories isn't defeat, it's family drama, rising above drama family lies with unyielding grit. My code's collapse taught 'em. Expertise ain't expendable. Ever turned family betrayal into triumph? What's your comeback spark that burned brighter than their shade? Drop it below. Smash that like. Subscribe for more Reddit fire that roars. My fingers trace the edge of my Deep Ellum office desk. June 2024. Dallas morning light glinting off family photos. My husband Tom, our girls. My heart sinking as Ethan, my brother-in-law and boss at SecureTech, called me to the conference room. For 8 years, I'd been their cybersecurity architect, building a platform protecting 200 Fortune 500 companies. My code, a fortress. Ethan, once a friend, now dodged my eyes, his restructuring speech a blade. Laura, my sister, his wife, stayed silent, her absence a betrayal. Why'd family turn on me? Nora's "They're fools, Sarah," buzzed from our last Kalachi run, grounding me like a Texas oak. I sat, a jukebox from a nearby bar thumping faint, my chest tight as Ethan's HR rep, stone-faced, slid a severance packet across the sterile table. "Your position's eliminated," he said. No mention of my fight against CEO James's push to gut security protocols. Why'd I trust kin to see me? My platform, elegant, secure, was my life's work. But James, all silver hair and cold suits, wanted faster releases, weaker encryption, a back door. I'd pushed back with data, breach risks, ethics, but Ethan's "it's from James" buried me. Laura's silence, her family first from our last dinner, stung worse. "Streamlining means breaches," I told Ethan last week, his eyes dodging mine. "Clients trust us for safety." He'd sighed. "James calls it competitive." My code had redundancies. Paranoid, they said. I called it duty. Now, escorted to my desk, photos in hand, I caught my team's eyes. Pity, knowing this wasn't restructuring, but erasure. Can I rebuild what kin broke? I wondered in a quiet moment. My girl's face is in my hands. Laura's "you're too intense" from years back raw. I'd built SecureTech's core, yet they cut me, family and all. Nora's "you're worth more" text hit as I boxed my things, Dallas Oaks swaying outside. James's merger with Apex Tech brought his 6-week releases mantra, shredding my safeguards. Ethan, once my debate partner over code, turned puppet, Laura's loyalty to him a knife. Why'd I think family'd fight for me? I'd refused to weaken admin authentication, citing lawsuits, fines, lost trust. James's calculated risks dismissed me. Ethan's "I'm sorry" hollow as I left, security trailing me like a criminal. I stood, box heavy, Deep Ellum's neon hummin'. My code wasn't just lines. It was a labyrinth, my failsafe buried deep. A custom module, invisible to rookies, would unravel their streamlined system in 90 days. Not sabotage, but a truth only I knew. Did I build it to burn them? Nora's "they'll regret this" sparked me. Her coffee meet set for tomorrow. Laura's text, "It's business, Sarah," landed, her silence louder than Ethan's script. I'd poured 8 years into SecureTech, my girl's future in my code, yet kin betrayed me for James's greed. At home, Tom's "they're idiots" was fierce, his hug my anchor. "Start your own," he said, eyes steady. Nora's "Iron Fort Security Sarah" echoed, my new path glinting like Lake Ray Hubbard at dawn. Laura's family dinners, Ethan's friendship, all ash now. What's trust if kin sell you out? I'd built a fortress, only to be exiled by blood. My girls' photos, my code's ghost, were my spark, not their shade. I'd rise, not for them, but me. Flashback to last fall, Oak Cliff porch, Laura's vow. "We're family, Sarah," she said, Ethan nodding. I believed thinking kin meant strength, not silence. I stepped outside, tea cold, Dallas Oaks swaying. Ethan's betrayal, Laura's quiet, James's greed. They'd never see me, only my code. I'd built their empire, but they'd learn what backbone means when it walks away. Nora's "you're enough" was my fire, my hands ready to forge my own. They thought I'd fade, but I'd show 'em what trust means when I rise unshaken. Ever faced kin's betrayal at work? Spill your stand below. I paced my Deep Ellum condo's oak floor, September 2024, Dallas evening heavy with coffee steam, my sweet tea mug cold as Ethan's desperate voicemail echoed. "Sarah, we're in trouble. Call back." 3 months ago, my brother-in-law and boss at SecureTech, with my sister Laura's silence, fired me publicly before my team for refusing to gut cybersecurity protocols. My code, 8 years protecting 200 Fortune 500 firms, was my pride. But CEO James's greed won. Is my worth theirs to claim? Nora's "they'll crash, Sarah," buzzed from our last kolache meet, grounding me like a Texas oak. The condo's brick walls glowed, a jukebox from a nearby bar thumping faint, my heart steady despite Ethan's plea. Why'd I build a fortress for kin to burn? I designed SecureTech's platform with a failsafe, a custom authentication module, invisible to rookies, set to unravel their streamlined system 90 days after my exit. Not sabotage, but a truth only I knew, my code's complexity a shield against James's shortcuts. Ethan's restructuring lie, Laura's "it's business" text, had erased me, but their system was crumbling, per Clara's "clients are ragin' gossip." I waited a day, then called Ethan, voice calm, 47 years weighing my words. "What's up?" I asked, knowing the answer. "Authentication's failin'," he stammered. "Breaches, 3 big clients hit." Did I know this would break them? I leaned back in a quiet moment. Harold's integrity over speed, my mentor's mantra, raw. "That's rough," I said, neutral. "Can you consult, Sarah? Name your price." I smiled, raw. "I'm busy, Ethan. Started Iron Fort Security." His pause was heavy, Laura's silence louder than his "we need you." Nora's "build your own from our cafe" meet sparked me. I'd spent weeks with Jenna, a former SecureTech ally, pitching Iron Fort to Steadfast Ventures. My platform, next-gen, uncompromising, landed $2 million in seed funding. My office leased, 3 ex-teammates joining without my ask. Why'd I let kin dim me? SecureTech's breaches hit Dallas news. James's competitive backdoor a disaster. My fail-safes collapse, their fault, not mine. Laura's text, "You're hurtin' us," stung, her betrayal raw, but my fire wasn't theirs to claim. Jenna's "they're losing clients" buzzed, my condo's oak desk piled with Iron Fort plans. Ethan's CTO role full control offer tempted, but Laura's "family first" from last Christmas, her silence at my firing, cut deeper. Can I rise without their nod? I declined, voice iron. "I'm building something better, Ethan." His "James is desperate" was weak, my platform already booking demos with SecureTech's clients, Meridian, Global Health. My refusal, my empire, was my subtle revenge, their collapse my spark. Tom's "they're fools" at dinner anchored me, our girls' laughter my fuel. Nora's "you're a phoenix" hit, her kolache tin on my counter a nod to my crew. Jenna, neighbors, not Laura's shade. SecureTech's stock dipped. James's calculated risks ash. My platform the talk of Deep Ellum. What's family if they sell you out? I'd poured 8 years into their fortress, only for kin to exile me. My Iron Fort office, my code, were mine. No kin's claim. Flashback to last winter. Oak Cliff porch. Laura's vow. "We're family, Sarah," she said, Ethan smiling. I believed, thinking kin meant strength, not silence. I stood, tea coolin', Dallas neon glowing. Ethan's plea, Laura's quiet, James's greed. They'd never see me, only my code. I'd built their empire, but they'd learn what backbone means when it walks. Nora's "you're enough" was my fire, my hands ready to forge Iron Fort. They thought I'd fade, but I'd show 'em what trust means when I rise unshaken. Ever watched betrayers beg your skill? Share your win below. I sat at a Deep Ellum Cafe's oak table, October 2024, Dallas morning sharp with Colachet steam, my sweet tea mug warm as Laura's text burned. Meet me, Sarah. We need to talk. 4 months ago, my sister and her husband Ethan, my secure tech boss, fired me before my team. Her silence a deeper cut than his restructuring lie. My cybersecurity platform, 8 years protecting Fortune 500 firms, crumbled under CEO James's greed, my failsafe now unraveling their system. Can I forgive Kin's silence? Nora's, "They're drownin', Sarah," buzzed from our last diner meet, grounding me like a Texas oak. The cafe's brick walls hummed, a jukebox thumping faint, my heart steady as Laura walked in, eyes red, her family-first charm gone. Why's she here now? I'd refused Ethan's plea to fix SecureTech's breaches. 3 clients hit, per Clara's "It's Chaos" text. My Iron Fort security risin' with $2 fundin'. Laura sat, voice low, 47 years of sisterhood weighin' her words. "Sarah, you're hurtin' us," she said, fingers twistin'. "Ethan's job's at risk. We're losin' everything." Did she see me when they fired me? I wondered in a quiet moment, her "it's business" text raw. "You stood quiet when Ethan cut me," I said, voice iron, Dallas Oaks swaying outside. "My team watched, Laura. My life's work trashed." Her eyes dropped. "I didn't know James had pushed so hard." Why's her regret too late? SecureTech's news, breaches, stock dips, screamed my code's truth, my failsafe a mirror to their greed. "You knew," I said. "You chose him over me." Laura's "we're family" cracked, her plea desperate. "Save Ethan, Sarah, for us." My chest burned, her silence at my firing louder than her tears. Nora's "you ain't their savior" from yesterday's call anchored me, her Colachet tin on my counter, a nod to my crew. Jenna, Tom, not Laura's shade. "I'm buildin' Iron Fort," I said, "not fixin' your mess." Laura's gasp, "You planned this," was sharp, but I leaned in, 47 carrying my truth. "I built a fortress, Laura. You let James gut it. Ethan fired me. You watched. Can I love kin who broke me?" Her "you're selfish" echoed our childhood fights, but my boundaries were oak strong now. Clara's SecureTech's Losing Meridian buzzed. My Iron Fort demos booked with their clients. Laura's "mom's worried" hit. Her family card a last jab, but I stood firm. "I'm done saving y'all," I said, voice low, a subtle revenge. "Iron Fort's mine, not your lifeline." She stood, tears fallen. "You're no sister." The cafe hushed, eyes on us, my heart racing but steady. "You chose that," I said, watching her leave, Dallas neon glowing outside, my fire mine, not theirs. Nora met me later, Colossus steamin'. "Laura's desperate," she said, eyes fierce. "You did right, Sarah. What's family without trust?" My Iron Fort office hummed, my platform outshined SecureTech's ash. Tom's "we're proud" at dinner, our girls' laughter, fueled me. Laura's family dinners, Ethan's friendship, all ghosts now. Why'd I think kin'd hold me? I'd poured 8 years into SecureTech, my girl's future in my code, but kin sold me for James's greed. Flashback to last summer, Oak Cliff porch, Laura's promise. "We'll always have each other," she said, Ethan nodding. I trusted, thinking family meant strength, not silence. I sipped tea, Dallas Oaks swaying, my Iron Fort sketches alive. Ethan's pleas, Laura's tears, James's collapse. They'd never own me, only test me. I'd built their empire, but they'd learn what family means when it walks away. Nora's "you're a phoenix" was my spark, my hands ready to rise, not rescue. They thought I'd break, but I'd show him what trust means when I stand tall. Ever stood firm against kin's pleas? Drop your fight below. I stood before SecureTech's glass-walled conference room, November 2024. Dallas morning sharp with coffee steam. My briefcase heavy as Ethan's plea echoed, "Sarah, save us, CTO role, anything." 5 months ago, my brother-in-law and sister Laura fired me publicly. Her silence a knife as CEO James gutted my cybersecurity platform for profit. Their systems collapse, 3 client breaches, proved my code's worth, my failsafe unraveling their greed. Is my triumph theirs to share? Nora's "They're desperate, Sarah" buzzed from our last kolache meet, grounding me like a Texas oak. The room gleamed, Deep Ellum's neon humming outside, my heart steady as Ethan greeted me, eyes sunken, Laura absent. James, silver-haired and stiff in his suit, forced a smile, stress creasing his face. Why'd I come back to their cage? I wondered in a quiet moment. Laura's "You're selfish" from our cafe clash raw. "Sarah, thank you," Ethan said, voice shaky. "Authentication's failin', clients leavin'. We need you." Amy, a junior developer, detailed breaches, session crashes, admin lockouts, since they stripped my safeguards. "Started 3 months ago," she said, "post-restructurin'." I leaned back, 47 years weighing my words. "Right after you fired me," I said, voice iron. "For warnin' 'bout this." James's jaw tightened, his calculated risks a ghost. Can I save kin who broke me? Ethan's "name your price" was desperate, his CTO, full control, a lure. I slid my Iron Fort security folder across the table. A subtle revenge. "This is my platform," I said. "Next gen, secure, booked with Meridian, Global Health, your clients." James paled, flipping pages. My 2LM Steadfast Ventures funding bold. "I'm not consultin'," I said. "I'm competin'." Ethan's "Sarah, we're family" cracked. Laura's silence louder than his plea. "Family?" I snapped, fury rising like a Lake Ray Hubbard squall. "You humiliated me, Ethan," Laura watched. "You gutted my code for James's greed." Amy's eyes dropped. James's "we misjudged" weak. Why'd I think kin'd see me? Nora's "build your own" echoed, my Iron Fort demos stealing SecureTech's ground. "Fix your mess," I said, "or tell clients you failed them." James stood. "We'll sue for sabotage." I smiled cold. "My code's clean. Your changes broke it. Good luck proving otherwise." The room froze, my folder ablaze, their desperation an explosive climax. "I built SecureTech's heart," I said. "You ripped it out. Iron Fort's my future." Ethan's "I'm sorry" was late, Laura's absence a scar. What's family without trust? I grabbed my briefcase, boots steady, Dallas oak swaying outside. Nora's "You're a phoenix" anchored me, my crew, Jenna, Tom, neighbors, not Laura's shade. Clara's SecureTech's stocks tankin' buzzed, my platform the talk of Deep Ellum, their collapse my spark. Tom's "You're unstoppable" at dinner fueled me, our girls' laughter my fire. Laura's "You're hurtin' us" text lingered, her betrayal raw. But Iron Fort's office, brick walls, my code, outshone their lies. Why'd I beg for kin's nod? Jenna's Meridian sign-in call hit, my platform stealing SecureTech's clients. Ethan's plea, James's threat. They'd never own me, only face my rise. Nora's "You're enough" was my anchor, my hands forging Iron Fort, not their fix. Flashback to last spring, Oak Cliff porch, Laura's vow. "We're family, Sarah," she said, Ethan smiling. I trusted, thinking kin meant strength, not silence. I stepped out, tea cold, Dallas neon glowing. Ethan's regret, Laura's quiet, James's greed. They'd never see me, only my code's ash. I'd built their empire, but they'd learn what backbone means when it walks. Nora's "You're free" was my fire, my hands ready to rise, not rescue. They thought I'd fade, but I'd show 'em what trust means when I burn bright. ever turned betrayal into victory? Tell your rise below. I gripped my sweet tea mug at a Dallas family reunion, January 2025. Deep Ellum's evening glow soft with BBQ smoke, my heart steady as Laura's voice cut through. Sarah's destroying us! 6 months ago, my sister and her husband Ethan, my secure tech boss, fired me publicly. Her silence a betrayal as CEO James gutted my cybersecurity platform. Their systems collapse, 5 client breaches, proved my code's worth. My Iron Fort security now outshine their ruin. Does family define me? Nora's "You're a phoenix, Sarah," buzzed from our last kolache meet, grounding me like a Texas oak. The backyard hummed, a jukebox thumping faint, my chest tight as Laura faced me, kin watchin'. You planned their collapse, she accused, eyes wet, Ethan slumping beside her. Why's her blame louder than her silence? I wondered in a quiet moment. Her "you're selfish" from our cafe clash raw. Iron Fort's 2mm fundin', demos with SecureTech's clients, Meridian, Global Health, Lit Dallas Tech, my platform a beacon, per Clara's "they're losing everything" text. You fired me, Laura, I said, voice iron, 47 years weighing my words. You chose Ethan's greed over me. Laura's "you're no sister," Drew gasps. Aunt Susan's "enough," sharp, but I stood firm. You watched him humiliate me, I said. My team, my work, gone, and you said nothing. Ethan's "I'm sorry" was faint. His job hanging by threads. James's "sue for sabotage, threat ash." Can I heal kin who broke me? Nora's "they ain't your cage" anchored me. My crew, Jenna, Tom, neighbors, not Laura's shade. I'm done carrying y'all, I said, a subtle revenge, my boundaries oak strong. Iron Fort's mine, not your fix. Laura's tears fell, Kin's eyes split, some pity, some shame. Mom's heartbroken, she jabbed, her family card weak. I leaned in. Mom saw you choose Ethan over me too. What's family without trust? The reunion hushed, my girl's photos in my purse, my fire, not her guilt. I walked out, Dallas Oak swaying, Nora waiting at her diner. You stood tall, she said, kolaches steamin'. Laura's lost, Ethan's done. Clara's SecureTech's stocks crashin', buzzed, my platform stealing their clients, my triumph no kin's claim. Iron Fort's office hummed, 10 clients signed, my Phoenix logo Dallas gold. Tom's "you're unstoppable" at home, our girls' laughter, fueled me. Laura's "you're hurtin' us" call lingered, her betrayal a scar, but my condo's oak desk, sketches, contracts, was my stage. Why'd I seek kin's nod? Jenna's "Global Health's hours" call hit, my platform outshines SecureTech's ash. Ethan's "can we talk" text, ignored. Laura's silence at my firing louder than her pleas. My crew, Nora, Jenna, neighbors, my kin, no Bennett shade. Susan's "Laura's wrong" at her kolache swap warmed me. Her "you're our rock" lingerin'. SecureTech's news, lawsuits, client exits, screamed my code's truth, my failsafe their fault, not mine. What's love if it dims you? I'd poured 8 years into their fortress only for kin to exile me. Iron Fort, my girls, my fire, mine, not their claim. Nora's "you're enough" was my spark, my hands forging my worth, not their fix. Flashback to last fall, Oak Cliff porch, Laura's promise. We're sisters forever, she said, Ethan nodding. I trusted, thinking family meant strength, not silence. I stood, tea coolin', deep Ellum neon glowin'. Laura's blame, Ethan's regret, James's ruin. They'd never own me, only test me. I'd built their empire, but they'd learn what family means when it rises, not kneels. Nora's "you're free" was my fire, my hands ready to shine, not save. They thought I'd break, but I'd show 'em what trust means when I soar. Ever cut kin to find your worth? Share your truth below. I surveyed my Iron Fort security office, June 2025. Dallas evening warm with kolache steam. Sweet tea steaming as Nora set brisket on our potluck table. My heart full like a Lake Ray Hubbard dawn. A year ago, my sister Laura and her husband Ethan, my secure tech boss, fired me publicly. Her silence a betrayal as CEO James gutted my cybersecurity platform. Their collapse, 7 client breaches, stock crash, proved my code's worth. Iron Fort now outshine their ruin. What's my triumph? Kin or me? Nora's "You're a damn phoenix, Sarah," buzzed from our last diner meet, grounding me like a Texas oak. The office's brick walls glowed, a jukebox thumping faint. My crew, Jenna, Tom, neighbors, laughing over BBQ. Iron Fort's 22 clients, 35 Ilman valuation, dwarfed SecureTech's ashes, my Phoenix logo, Dallas gold. Why'd I chase Kin's nod? I wondered in a quiet moment. Laura's "You're selfish" from our reunion raw. Last week's Dallas Tech Gala sparked an explosive climax. Ethan, haggard, stood mid-crowd, voice cracking. "Sarah, I broke you," he said, eyes wet, techies gaping. "I chose James over family. Forgive me." Does his shame heal me? I nodded, cold, 47 carrying my truth. "You burned that bridge," I said, my shine a subtle revenge, his regret his cage. Nora leaned in, kolache's gone. "Ethan's done, Laura's quiet," she said fierce. "You won." Can I love kin who dimmed me? Clara's SecureTech's sold cheap buzzed. James gone, Ethan jobless. Laura's "I'm sorry" letter, short, late, boxed in my desk. My platform, demos with Meridian, Global Health, outshone their lies. My 50K artisan fund, the talk of deep Elam. Laura's reunion blame, Ethan's firing. They'd forged me, but I'd forged this. My girls' laughter, my fire, not their shade. Jenna's Tech Core's hours call hit, my office hummin', 10 ex-SecureTech teammates aboard. Tom's "You're unstoppable" at home, our girls' art on my walls, fueled me. Laura's "I was wrong" call cracked my armor, but I held firm. "Show it, Laura," I said, boundaries oak strong, Ethan's gala plea too late. What's family if it breaks you? Nora's "You're enough" anchored me, my crew, Jenna, Susan, neighbors, my kin, no Bennett claim. Susan's "You're our rock" from her kolache swap lingered, her brisket tin my nod to chosen kin. My phone pinged, a client. "Iron Fort's flawless, Sarah." I smiled, my oak desk holding sketches, my platform zero breached. Laura's family dinners, Ethan's friendship, ghosts now. Why'd I think kin told me? SecureTech's lawsuits, client exits, screamed my code's truth, my fail-safe their fault. I'd starved for Laura's nod, fought Ethan's greed, but Iron Fort, my girls, were mine, 47 and unbowed. Nora's "You burned their script" hit, my crew's cheers louder than kin's shade or James's threats. Susan's "Laura's changin'" at her potluck warmed me. Her "You're Dallas's heart" true, but my heart was mine. Ethan's job hunt, Laura's regret. They'd earn trust, not claim it. What's love without truth? I'd risen from their ash, my platform, my kin, my stage. Nora's "You're free" was my spark, my hands steady, ready to shine, not save. Family ain't who breaks you, it's who builds you. What's your triumph? Drop it below and subscribe to my channel for more Reddit stories that hit hard. Flashback to last summer. Oak Cliff Porch, Laura's vow. "We're sisters forever," she said, Ethan smiling. I trusted, thinking family meant strength, not silence. The potluck's warmth hit, Dallas oak swaying, neon glowing. Laura's blame, Ethan's plea, James's ruin. They'd never own me, only forge me. I'd built SecureTech's empire, but they'd learn what family means when it rises, not kneels. My fire was mine, 47 and fierce, no kin's echo. I stood, my crew's laughter, my anchor, my hands forge an Iron Fort, my girls, my truth, unshaken.